Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. And here's the link for controversial Shannon and the public offender. Tonight we're going to be talking about three different topics. One of them is going to be misogyny. The other one is going to be white men hate feminism. And the last one is going to be why most black men want to silence other black men and wants to silence other women from telling what's really going on. And how you doing, public? Welcome to the channel, bro.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Alice? What's good with you, family?
Nothing much, man.
Shannon should be here.
He should be. I put down the link.
Yeah, he should be here.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and get the conversation started?
What do you want to talk about first?
Well, the first topic will be about misogyny, and because I wanted to talk about this for the longest, because I've seen the hatred towards black women on YouTube. I've seen it, and I believe it's messed up. I really do believe that. He's here. How you doing, Shannon? Okay. We're going to get the conversation started. The first one is about misogyny, and I've been seeing the hatred towards black women for the longest on YouTube, and for the life of me, I believe that it's pure misogyny that is going on. I do believe that. And public, I love your channel, bro. And I've seen the stuff that, I've seen what you be going through over on your channel, man. And controversial Shannon, I I agree with you. Every time you try to call out, black men's behavior, they always want to turn it around and say, "Oh, you're a panderer, you're a simp, you're a self hater, and everything." But it's just messed up, and I think the misogyny has to stop, because I do believe that misogyny is a big part of the black femicide that's going on. I do believe that, and I will pass it to um public, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to have controversial. We're going to have Shannon talk afterward.
Bet. Bet. Can y'all hear me? Can
Yeah,
y'all
we
hear me?
can
Can y'all
hear.
hear me?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear
we
you,
can.
Shannon.
Oh, I can't hear nothing.
Okay. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, definitely femicide, misogyny is the root cause of femicide. Um there are things that there are factors that can exacerbate it, such as like economic factors. That's probably going to be the next biggest one. But you know, for you to go out and kill a woman is because you don't have to do that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you kill a man, there's like usually there's like a threat, like, hey man, I had to do it, or else, you know what I mean? Like, he would have done it to me, or whatever the case may be, right? But like, when you kill a woman, you are doing that because you hate them. You hate the fact you hate there's something in you that makes you, I mean, the misogyny, not something, I mean, that's what leads to the hate, but you just feeling like, she's not a human being. She doesn't belong here. If I can't have her, nobody can. If she's not going to submit, I'm gonna make her. A lot of that. It's usually at the root of any of this stuff. Also, when women get ready to leave men, which is the hope. If I can't have you, nobody can. Which that's when women are like really at their. They're very, very vulnerable. The threat of violence is really high when women try to leave men. I think it's second to pregnancy. So when a woman is pregnant, number one, and then when a woman is trying to leave a man, number two, that's when the threat of violence is at its highest. So, and that's all rooted in the idea that we own women. That so and the objectification of women can be directly linked to misogyny. So yeah, at its core, I have many days and prompts on how misogyny is the root cause of all of these issues that I can think of. Misogyny is at the root of all of them, and just trying to get men to see that has been a daunting task, just to get men to just acknowledge that that's the case. Like, even if they think that they don't contribute to it, you just can't even get them to acknowledge that that's the thing.
Okay. Shannon, what's your take on it?
What was I had just set up my audio, so what was the question so I could better answer it?
Um, it's about misogyny and how it harms women. And
Oh, well, I mean, like, I mean, misogyny has always been part of this nation. Misogyny has always been part of the world. There's even a little bit of misogyny that can sort of be pointed to in religious texts, and men will try to use that over women. So, I mean, it's just something that's always going to be ingrained here until men, unpack it. And because um, I ain't trying to go in, but because women are dealing with sexism way more than men and will always deal with that, and because men feel like women are supposed to submit and just fall in line, and a man is supposed to lead and do all these things, that until we unpack that as men, women will never be viewed as an equal or even be viewed as a human. So, like Public said, getting men to getting men to understand it is a challenge, and then, with my space, you've been there before. It is a challenge, and it does take a toll on me, trying to get men to figure, to unpack that and actually see that, hey, we're doing a lot of harm over here, because they'll try to pull out these examples of what women do and how they affect them and how it's so bad. I'm not saying women don't do nothing wrong, but if we want to talk about violence, we want to talk about sexism, if we want to talk about crime, want to talk about grapes. I can't say the real word, but it's YouTube. But if you want to talk about that, women go through far worse things than us. I truly stand on that and believe that 100%. So, it's just hard to get men to understand that. But yeah, misogyny is always going to, until men have to unpack misogyny. I see a lot of women talking about it. I see a lot of women holding these spaces. I see a lot of women telling, trying to get men to respect them. But men don't listen to women as a whole. So yeah, that's my answer.
We don't listen to the women in our own houses, so we ain't listening to no strange woman on the internet
at all. And look, she can have all the data, all the info, but it doesn't matter. It don't matter. We don't read.
Yeah, we ain't about to read it. We ain't about to listen to her. She could do all the labor for you and put it in the background. And like Nurse Ash, Nurse Ash on TikTok, she be having all the data, Burbs and Bougie, all the data. They still don't give a fuck. I like that one girl too. YV edits. I be getting master classes on misogyny and how it affects women. I'm just sitting there listening to it, and then the men's like, you could say, get that shit to another man, and they don't even want to hear it because it's a woman. I'm like, this shit is crazy, bro. Well, it's not. You know what though? It's not because it's coming from a woman. They don't want to hear it from you either. So let's, you know what I mean? They don't want to hear it from me. They don't want to hear it. It's not that it's coming from a woman,
You're right.
But the reason why men like you, men like Alex, the reason why y'all agitate the shit out of these dudes is because the way the patriarchy is set up, it needs all men to be shitty. Right? It needs all men to be shitty. If all men ain't shitty, then they don't get to hide behind just settle for me. They don't get to hide behind, oh, it's not, because they get to tell everybody that it's natural, right? Mm-hmm. It's nature. It's nature. It's nature. It's nature. We supposed to lead. We supposed to, okay. And then Shannon come along, Alice comes along, and y'all start talking about, well, in my household, my wife does X, Y, and Z. In my household, this is how I respect my wife. This is how I respect my woman, so on and so forth. Then they pull you to the side and they go, hey, nigga, what the fuck you doing telling everybody that you respect your wife like that? You supposed to be out here saying that these 304s ain't nothing. All they good for is making the sandwiches. And you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it can't be one. You see how much they hate. It's one Russell Wilson in all of niggerdom. It's one Russell Wilson. You name the other black man like Russell Wilson. Name him. I'll wait.
Morris Chestnut.
No, Morris Chestnut didn't marry a single baby.
I'm just playing.
No, but he a good. No, but he a solid dude. But he's
just a good dude. Yeah,
he a good dude. He is. Denzel Washington. It's a few. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. What's Angela Bassett's husband name? I forget his name on purpose because she's so damn fine. What's Angela Bassett's husband name? Whatever his name. He an actor too. Solid dude. Solid dude. Seemed like a solid cat, right? He an actor. Been on him since I was a little kid. There's a bunch of solid dudes out here in that like. But name the Russell Wilson besides Russell Wilson. Where is he at? Russell is there. But since it's only one, and I'm saying that not in the world, because I know a couple dudes in the world that's like that. I'm saying in Hollywood, in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Name that dude. Where is that dude? He almost don't exist. So that's why they be out here like Russell Wilson is the devil. Russell Wilson is the worst man on the planet. I'm like, you talking about this man I ain't never heard that man say nothing bad about his wife or his children or Future. Because I'd have been already told Future something in public if he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have been already been like, come see about me, Mr. Future. Future free bands, come see about me. Courtney B. Vance. Shout out Courtney B. Vance, solid dude. Courtney B. Vance, a solid brother. But that's how it works. You can't have one Russell, you can't have one Shannon, you can't have one Pup, you can't have us. We fuck it up for them. Right? That's why even with the size of our platforms not even being that big, you know what I'm saying? It's just doing, the minimal amount of work that we do. Look at the impact. Look how frustrated they get. You would think we was Malcolm X. The way these niggas be talking. You would think we was you. And when I say that, I'm saying you would think that our level of agitation of the system was as high as a Malcolm, was as high as a Kwame Ture, right? Like they be talking about us like we motherfucking Louis Farrakhan. I'm like, we just on the internet doing what we do, brother. Like, what are y'all talking about? Oh, we hate them. We gotta down with Shannon, down with Alex. We gotta destroy them. $25,000 on their head. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I don't hate them. I hate their rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the way y'all talking. I don't like the way that we go about. Not me and you and Alexander, but the way that they go about just addressing certain things. Like, you know what I noticed, public?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll be on there. We'll have a clear example of a trash man. That's the best way I can describe a trash man who said something crazy. We got a clear example on the background.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've caught this too, where you'll have these dudes come in my live and be like, why you ain't talking about these women? Now, hold that thought. When I go in y'all lives and y'all got this woman in the background,
mm-hmm.
I hear y'all talking all day and going in, everything gonna go. I don't never see one man go up there and be like, what can we do as men to be better men? You know why? Because if he did do that, y'all would call him a simp and then kick him off the platform, bro.
That's what James said he did.
You say who?
That's what James said he did today on my live. He said he went into somebody else's live and did that today, and they dropped him and kicked him off the live.
See, I'm gonna just go ahead and mute my mic.
Shit happened today. That's what they told me. So that's facts.
Yeah, and the thing of it is like when you call out their behavior against Black women, all of a sudden it's like they don't want to hear it. They will call it Black male hate speech. To get the conversation to stop. They will legitimately do it, and it's like at this point, I feel like most of the Black men are lost right now. I feel like they want to go after women without being shamed or being called out on their behavior, and then they will make fun of men who call out their behavior, like they're people who call me slow because I have a disability, but yet I'm able to understand what the Black woman is going through. I'm able to understand what the things they have been through. I'm able to understand Black femicide more than most of the Black men do, because they want to go ahead and pretend like it ain't happened.
If you slow, then what are them? What are they? That's the thing that's how I be trying to understand. If you slow, what are they? Because like you just said, like you get it. So what does that make them? That's the thing that I don't be understand. They be really thinking they cooking, but at the end of the day, they be cooking themselves. They slowly cooking themselves. So you mean to tell me you think that about this man, but he gets it and you don't? Like my 8-year-old son get it. I bullshit y'all not. My 8-year-old son, we was watching Worst Ex Ever. Worst Ex Ever. My son was just watching the whole thing. About halfway through, he started commenting. He was like, man, these guys are crazy. he was like, men just, he was like, they're just bad, man. Like he just started to say, you can see him like piecing the shit together. And I'm not saying, me and my wife not saying that. We just like, yeah, we hear you. Like, nah, I don't want to lead him on. Let him just come to his own conclusion. By the end of the show, he just worked it all out. He was just like, yeah, man, men are just dangerous. Like, I'm sitting there, and then that's when we came in with the lesson at the end. Like, yes, absolutely, dudes. You know, we had to walk them through it. Like, here's why, and yada yada yada. Like, and my 8-year-old son can clock it off of watching one episode of a damn Netflix show. What? Explain your 48-year-old ass. Like, why? What did you miss? What classes did you miss that you couldn't see this? But the reality is, though, is because they don't want to see it. Because the function of men, right? And we could talk about black men specifically, but the thing is, y'all, the reason why I don't like to talk about black men specifically is not to protect black men. That's not what it's about, right? That's not what it's about at all. The reason why is what we do when we only focus on black men, to me, is we actually undermine the issue by talking about it through the lens of black men specifically, right? Because I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and we know the devil doesn't need one. But when you talk to those men, what do they say? Oh, I didn't make the patriarchy. I didn't do, which is true. In this country, they're right. They're right. In the West, they're right. Right? But so you have to start from the point of like, well, but you contribute to it and you uphold it, but you kind of already fucked up, right? So for me, I like to start with, it's men. It is a man thing. It is a global phenomenon, right? And then work our way down to specifically, this is how black men contribute to it. This is how black men uphold it. This is how black men perpetuate it, right? But you got to start with it from a whole, the holistic approach, and then you go down, right? Because they're going to take you down that rabbit hole anyway. You ain't even got to do it if you don't want to, right? But I feel like we do a disservice to the system of oppression that is the patriarchy when we start from black men, when we go straight to, it's a black man problem. No. It's a man problem. It's a man problem, right? It ain't nature either. It is a learned behavior from all, you know what I'm saying? From all men. I don't mean literally all men, but I'm talking about all black men, white men, Mexican men, American men, Eastern men, Western. It don't fucking matter. The patriarchy is a patriarchy. It may show up in different ways in other places, but it essentially is basically the oppression of women, children, and men, but first and foremost, women and children and feminine presenting people, right? For the most part, right? Cool. It's about the exploitation of women and children and feminine presenting people. That's what it's about. That is what we got to understand first and foremost. So when we talk about it, we could really get, we could really like dig into the minutia of it, right? And get to like the core of it so that we can address it. But black men, don't let them knock you off your square, because they'll come in your space, Shannon. They'll come in your space, Alex, if you're talking about it, and they'll try to derail it and say, well, black women, well, I only know it talking from my perspective. Shut the fuck up. It ain't just from your perspective, sir. Because when black men got the right to vote, they didn't help. White women didn't have the right to vote, and black men wasn't helping white women get the right to vote. Right? When black men got the right to vote before white women did, black men actively worked against white women getting the right to vote. Because they're men. That's the thing. They're men. When black men become CEO, they don't pull up women. They're not like, oh, I gotta find a woman to get in a position of power. They don't do that shit. They go get a man. They might diversify the men they get considered compared to white men, because white men, they gonna get a bunch of white men. We know that, right? Black men may get an Asian man, he may get a black man, he'll get a Mexican man, right? But he's still gonna get a man. because he trusts a man more before he trusts a woman, or he thinks more highly of a man than he does like that. It is a male problem. It is a man thing. That's the thing that I always want anybody that's talking about this shit to remember and to focus on. That's the point we got to drive home. It is a man problem that black men invented. We started it. We started that gangster shit, but but we started slavery too, but we didn't invent chattel slavery, right? We didn't invent chattel slavery, but we started slavery though, right? So we are partially to blame, if not a lot to blame, for slavery. We're part to blame, if not a lot to blame, for the patriarchy.
I agree with you cold-heartedly. I definitely agree with you. And the main thing of it is that yes, I understand that the white man, and that the white man, enslaved us. I understand that. And the thing of it is that I also understand that it was black men who started slavery. I understand that completely. And the thing they like to do is the thing that black men like to do. The majority of them is saying, "Oh, we're the leaders," and black women ain't submissive. Black women is this, black women is that. I'm like, how is that being a leader? Like, like for real, how? To me, a leader is a noble person who will lead people in the right direction, not go out here and just force people to be, submitted to submit to your rule. And that's why I'm seeing from most black men. I've I've even I've even seen where and Shannon, I've seen the video where Anton Daniels said that black women is the enemy. I've seen it. And to me it's like what in the world is what in the world is going on? I mean I mean uh it it, it
I think what's going on is that there's a lot of misplaced anger. I think there's not a. I think when it comes to certain men, they're bringing up history that doesn't even pertain to them. Anton Daniels has a black wife. He's married, which makes it even worse for him to come out and say that, to be honest. But I'm just gonna leave that right there. But it's a lot of mixed place anger. It's a lot of bringing up certain types of truths that ain't all the way contextualized, because you'll see the way that they bring up statistics. Now, there was removal of black men from the household, but a lot of that was due to them not being married. So when you look at welfare, you can't even pertain that to like, you can't take a certain percentage like 2% and say that is a major effect that affected us when black men were leaving their house. You go ahead and chime in public, because I see you shaking.
They wasn't. They didn't. Black men were never removed from the home from welfare. That never happened. That never happened. And also, black men could have even with the thing that they said, which was I grew up in the project. I grew up in the projects, right?
Yeah.
I know how Section 8 works, right? I don't know how it worked in 1968 when they got implemented.
Yeah, when it got first put out. Yeah.
But I know how it works in general, right? So. If you're not on the lease, they come in your house every year.
Yes.
Or so. They do a checkup, right?
Mm-hmm.
All you do is just hide the clothes. Tell the man to leave. They gotta announce when they coming. They can't just come in your home unannounced. So they have to announce when they're coming. They give you a little thing. They give you like a little thing, and they say, we're gonna be here, we're gonna be there August, we're gonna be there September 11th between the hours of 1 and 2 p.m. And you go, okay, bet. And then you do that, and you just hide the nigga shoes.
So help me break down the other part of the history, because from certain documentaries, they actually said that black men participated in leaving the household as well because they wanted to cash out on the certain benefits as well, because some of them couldn't work. Is that fake as well? Even in the documentaries?
Yeah, because they didn't leave though. They just where did they go? They didn't have nowhere to go. They didn't leave. They just left on paper, whatever. They just but they didn't leave. They were still in the house.
So even with that myth, so they'll bring up certain talking points that are not contextualized the way that they're supposed to. So even if you say that black men or black women kicked out the house, okay, that's not true. Some of them either they didn't leave or you're saying a lie. So you're saying certain talking points that are a lie to make the black woman look bad. So I'm saying there's a lot of misplaced anger, but then you shouldn't even be mad at that you shouldn't even really be mad at that if that is a 100% myth, right? So if you're bringing it up and using it as a talking point, because we hear the same talking point, that was one of them. Then you hear the 20% of men are having intercourse with 80% of women. So we all cousins, and I should have a genetic birth effect because there's not enough genetic diversity being split amongst us. So somehow 20% of men are just getting to all these women. So if that was true, are you saying that you're not getting chose? Because now it's starting to show that you was a lame, or you just wasn't you wasn't very popular with women. You were never that guy. So it's just certain type of talking points that I hear them say. And then not only that, bro, the biggest one that I get mad at is that I know that a lot of y'all are saying what you're saying because you were hurt in your previous relationships. I know that. And now you're finding these men online and they're pandering to your feelings and your emotions, but then they're hiding it under the scope of logical. So you're having these platforms and they're growing where you're down talking to black women, you're down talking women in general. You're saying feminism is a bad thing. I didn't know equal rights for women was a bad thing, but how do we want to, contextualize that? Is there an extreme level of feminism that y'all want to say, or is they should just get back in the kitchen and cook? Because I hear y'all saying the exact same thing as well. Majority of them are broke. The average American don't even have $1,000 in a bank account saved up. So now you're telling these women to submit to brokenness, submit to the potential of you being a bad father, the potential of you abuse. Well, I ain't gonna say that word. Hitting.
No, you can say that word.
Yeah, I ain't trying to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's YouTube. You can say abuse.
Yeah. The potential of you abusing them, like we have, and then for them to be saying this type of stuff, and then for the words "we need family" to come out their mouth, it's like, no, I'd rather women be single and alone. Well, not even alone, because they usually have a better system around them than us. Because when we die, ain't nobody there. But when women, you're about to pass away and they on that bed, they got a support system around them. But I would rather women in general be single than for y'all to be talking about family while simultaneously trying to uphold the very same thing that you're complaining about. It's a whole bunch that they be saying. I'm like, it's misplaced anger, or it's not understanding history in the right way. Like, you cannot keep using you can do whatever you want to do, but you should not keep using the same talking points over and over again, and we're not getting anywhere. You're calling black women an enemy and then saying that we need to get back to family. Why should a black woman or woman, because I don't want to just keep it black, but why should a woman get with a man that is speaking in war words, talking about black women are the enemy? And then you got men like the Angry Man who say that black women were getting black men hung from trees, but then want to talk about having family.
That might be the wildest shit I ever heard in my life.
Bro, the man said, I did a video. The man literally said,
I heard it, yeah. I saw it, yeah.
I was like, but then you want to talk about getting back to family. Why should they start? And then I'm looking at your following. If y'all are the good men that you're saying black women are not choosing, then I'm glad that they're not choosing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're not choosing. I'm glad women not choosing. You should not be chose, because with rhetoric like that and talking points like that, let's stop.
I said
Stop.
I was trying to do a before I had seen that video. Somebody just sent me one of Angry Man's videos.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. I was like, this dude's an idiot. I went to his page. I watched a couple of videos real quick. I didn't even see the one that you had. The one that you had did. I saw that later.
Yeah.
I sent it to the person. I was like, hey, what about getting them on the platform? And she texted me back. She was like, I heard terrible things about him. And I'm like, I never heard of the man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just looking at it. I was like, you got a little decent following or whatever. She was like, nah. I was like, all right. I said, he sounded like all the rest of them to me, but
The angry man? You want to get that man.
I didn't know. You know me, Shannon. I'll talk to any of them motherfuckers. I don't care. I like it. They when they find out that I'm gonna be involved, them niggas start ducking. They start, oh, I gotta go water my cat. I gotta go walk my plants. They start making up all types of
I gotta go walk my plants.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I just heard the milk go bad in the refrigerator. I gotta go check on that.
Let me go check on that real quick. I'll be back. I was like, all right, but I like talking that shit to them because, like I said 1,000 times, the when you hitting on a heavy bag, the heavy bag don't punch back. You know what I'm saying? So when you go on your little platform and you start yelling and spitting into your microphone and spitting on your phone like Anton Daniels be doing, and you don't got nobody there that can push back, it sound real good. And then you get that affirmation in them comments when the people start commenting and start, yeah, Anton, you tell these black women they ain't shit. When you start doing that, oh yeah. He love that. That's all he need. That's the fire he need.
That is so like, bro, it I'll be trying not to get emotional, you know what I'm saying? But like what these dudes be saying, you operating through your femininity right now. So fuck it, I'm operating my femininity right now. It just is what it is. I see this for what it is, bro. Like, if you cannot say that this ain't a hatred, because I don't know what other way to spin it. You don't like or hate women. My thing is, when you have a black woman who's doing all these things for you, when you see, why is it that they don't ever bring the good examples of black women on that public? That'll be bad publicity. Why would you bring good or whatever you consider good black women on your platform to talk? Because it would show you that you lying about what you're saying. So when you say black women, I understand you like using general statements.
Yeah.
But I'm just debunking what they do. When they say black women, when they say black women, I'm not about to read in between the lines of what you're saying. That's why I can mess with you, because you be like men. Okay, men in general. You're not saying black men specifically, but they must be like black women as a whole, or black women all exhibit the same behaviors. Black women
all sexy red.
They all, and it's
all
like
black women are sexy red. I'm like, when the fuck did that
some
happen?
of y'all are sleeping with the sexy red. So why are we complaining?
Your baby mama sexy red. Yeah. Your baby mama sexy red. That's why
what I'm saying, bro. And then you talking about OnlyFans. I'm not finna complain about stuff that we made popular. I'm not about to complain about no OnlyFans and women being on Only, because that's not the majority of black women or women in general. But I'm not gonna complain about women on OnlyFans when dudes are paying for it. And what I'm about to say about to sound a little bit misogynistic and patriarchal, but I'm using their talking points against them. The women only have as much power as you give them under this system. You cannot complain about OnlyFans, but then you're paying for the content. You can't complain about degenerate behavior and strip clubs when you got men that's paying for it. If men would stop paying for it, then you wouldn't have a problem. If you believe that's a problem, men are promoting the exact same behaviors that they complain that the women are doing. So why are we, so shut up. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to the men. You want that stuff to stop? Go talk to the men. Wouldn't it make logical sense to go talk to the men about stop participating in this? But no, it's just the women this, the women that. And man, I can't stand these dudes, bro.
It's because it's now I don't know. I'm not in the school that thought that all these men have been hurt by women, because I don't think most men have been hurt by women. Not to any significant, you know what I'm saying? Like I talked about it yesterday. I had some women do some shady shit to me here and there. I had some, you know what I'm saying? I had some women lie on me. I had some women, you know what I mean? Like I had that before. But out of the, you know, let's say I dealt with 100 women. I had 5 of them act up. You know what I'm saying? I'm batting at 95%. 95% of the women I dealt with was good to decent.
All it takes is that one.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it. Like out of the 100 women I dealt with, not 5 of them, and they didn't even do nothing like crazy. They just, you know, hey, she lied on me. It wasn't even a bad lie. It wasn't even the worst lie on the planet. It was a lie, but it was a lie nonetheless. And that had happened to me a few times, but that was it. I done had some women flirt with me, and then I politely reject them, and then they get mad and wanna yell at me and my wife in the bar and stuff like that. I done had that happen before. It is what it is, right? I'm saying, but why is it when you look at it through the lens of women, it's like the other way around? They deal with 10 dudes, 9 of the motherfuckers be bad, and men be up here talking about it's not all men, choose better.
Choose better.
You know what I'm saying? And I just be trying to find the math on it. Like, I'm like, so y'all meaning to tell me that you done dealt with 20 women and 13, 14, 15 of them was bad people? Doubt it. Now, I could be wrong, Shannon. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be wrong. I could be projecting. Right? I could be projecting my experiences with women onto them. No doubt about it. It could be. But I'm willing to wager that the vast majority of men have not been hurt by a woman. Definitely outside of their mama. Definitely outside of their mama. Because that's not an excuse. That's not a good enough excuse. If your mother hurt you, what about your dad? Because I already know if your mama hurt you, I know your daddy hurt you. Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying the vast majority of the time, if your mother hurt you, I almost guarantee your dad was worse. Right? So why do y'all, you can't use that as the excuse, like, and they will try to use that. Don't get me wrong. Like, to your point, they will try to be like, oh, you know, in the 8th grade, Lucy Lou said that I was pigeon-toed when I asked her to go to the 8th grade dance with me. Like, bro, you are 43 years old. Let that shit go. Oh, you know, the women, they used to you know, they rejected me and they went and got with the dope dealers and the dope boys and the ball players. Sir, when was that? Oh, you know, when I was in high school, my nigga. You're 30, you're 37. You're 30, you're 29. What are you talking about? Like, because you could just tell when they say certain things that the women are doing. I'm like, I'm not saying that there wasn't a group of women that was doing that at that age. But if you meaning to tell me you 30 years old and the women is still looking for D-boys, you are a fucking liar. Choose better. That would be that's when the choose better come in. Where are you finding all of these 30 plus 30, 29, 28-year-old women looking for the proverbial bad boy, the niggas that y'all be attracted to? Where are they at? Where do they exist? Like, it don't make no sense. And I'm not saying when it comes to this, I'm not saying women are perfect. They're not the best at picking dudes or whatever the case may be, because we know men be masking and lying though. But like, okay, I mean, yeah, maybe she don't want to get with some fucking boring ass dude or whatever, and she picks an attractive dude. But even then, you can make it make sense. Even then, I'm like, okay, just because you boring don't mean you nice. Just because you not exciting don't mean you honest and you sweet and you generous. That's what these dudes be. They be like on some, I'm not going, like, I don't cheat, I don't beat, I got a job type shit. And I'm like, okay, but look at it through the lens of a woman. Either way, you probably gonna get abused. Either way, and I ain't talking about physically. I'm saying either way, this motherfucker gonna cheat on you. This motherfucker gonna neglect you. one of the 2 or 3 or 4 ways that women get abused typically, right? Either way, I might as well choose this fun nigga. I might as well choose this dude that got a little money. I ain't saying a ball, like some dude that's gonna pay all my bills, but he just got some money. I might as well choose this funny guy, this charismatic guy, the guy that they would call the bad boy or whatever, because he got some women or whatever. Like, they might as like, what the fuck? Y'all don't be giving them no option. Y'all don't give them nothing better to choose from. They
maybe I
life.
can't. Maybe I shouldn't spin it like that, but put it like this: if we do the deep dive in the men who talking, right? We got Myron from Fresh and Fit saying, back then when I was on Xbox and you women weren't giving me a chance, now it's your turn to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Because I got money now. We got him on video saying some stupid stuff like that. We got I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but because I had a conversation where I'm trying to show grace. But on TikTok, we got fellas that are divorced and look at the rhetoric they're saying. When we look into the big names on YouTube, we got men that's on child support who've been exposed for being on child support, not taking care. Or complain about the child support system, which men created, by the way. But I'm not even go. That's a rabbit hole. And then you look at the woman put me on child support and took off with my kids and all that, and the took off part be a lie, but but the child support part. So I'm saying the men who are the loudest, when you're hearing the examples that they're putting out, it seems like they were. Even though it's not an excuse, so I'm not giving them a cop out. It seems as if they were hurt by a woman, and their rhetoric turned into women hating rhetoric. So I can't speak on the individual basis of what men be saying, but I'm talking about the names that the rhetoric I be going against, these big names. Well, I'm always saying it seems like they're mad at women about something, and when you go into their life of why they talking, divorce, child support, Myron say, he didn't get a chance in school, and now because he got money, because you got men that do that. You got men who didn't have a glow up until they got older, so now they feel like every woman is just a piece of booty cheeks. Yeah, I'm trying not to curse, but they feel like the women are supposed to be used for the box because now they got some. So I'm speaking to that range, to that the extreme men who have this audience. It's always something you can go back to. I mean, bro, I've been cheated on before. You know what I'm saying? By a black. You don't see me out here. Oh my, all these black women are devils. You don't see me going out like that. I'm married to one. Yeah. And then for me to say black women, okay, so why we not including our mama, our grandma, our nieces? So they all do. They all. They do.
You ain't heard them. You ain't heard them do that before. See, you don't be asking the tough questions, Shannon. You be letting them slide. Crazy, if you ain't heard them, I just caught a nigga doing it today on my live.
It's saying this whole family. It's look, whole
bro.
Family women.
Anybody that was in that live earlier, it was a brother up there.
I wasn't there.
And I asked. I know you wasn't there. I'm saying anybody that was in the chat. I asked him. I said he mentioned his sister. I said, oh, so your sisters is 304s? Your sisters is cheaters? And he said, but. And when we started grilling him, Shan started grilling him a little bit. I started then he said, well, yeah, I mean, if I gotta be honest, yeah, she is a 304. Man, get the fuck. My sister do be cheating. Then come to find out it wasn't even his sister. It was he overheard her talking to her homegirl, so she wasn't even a cheater. Come to find out, but he was willing to call his sister a cheater and a 304 just so he could paint women in this certain light. So yeah, they don't care about I done heard niggas say that they gonna that they would give their daughters away, their 18-year-old daughters away to 30-year-old men. I've heard men say
I've heard that too.
I've heard men say that I would disown my daughter if she did X, Y, and Z. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. They don't like. That's the thing, y'all. Like when you really start to get into that shit, bro, you will start to see that these dudes, they don't like any woman, right? You would think, you thinking rationally, you thinking like, ain't no way you hate your mama. ain't no way you hate your sister. Cause you think about your sister, you think about your aunties. You like, ain't no Auntie Denise. I can't imagine disliking Auntie Denise, but they do. They do.
I was gonna speak to the second part. You know, women like I get what you're saying because I understand it. You know, when you said if we listen to the women or look through it through the eyes of the lens of women, most because this is a patriarchy, because misogyny do exist. How many men gonna do that? And then again, I mean, women just barely got black women specific. No, women in general just barely got a voice. You know what I'm saying? This is what I don't understand about that. They be like men created a space because men voices were silenced. When were men's voices ever silenced? Men was running the whole goddamn world. Men been running the whole goddamn world in certain parts of what are we talking about? Are you cannot simply say that men were silenced in the household, because women were silenced in the house. How many women were getting abused and had to just take it for the sake of the children? How many women? The DV wasn't even a law to what, 1990, 1970 something, domestic violence. That wasn't even a.
They didn't really start really getting on the men like that until the 90s. Like,
Yeah,
I
so
remember when it started changing.
So when it became like so these women now that they speak it, they're the ones who have a voice. And now, so like, what do you mean? And then them niggas go down the rabbit hole. Sorry for using the N word, y'all. They go down the rabbit hole talking about Oprah.
Yeah,
And
anytime they start,
I be ready to take off my glasses and throw my headphones at the screen and be like, I quit. But I'm just saying, like, through the eyes of the lens of a woman, they're not looking at it from their side, because they just think all the women exhibit the same behaviors. They love the bad woman, I mean the bad man and all this, and you know, they just need to choose better. But we can't say that to the men. You already know how they go. We can't tell the men to choose better. Why did you get with the so-called 304 that you don't like? Why did you sleep with this so-called Jezebel spirit that y'all be trying to bring up? It's a spirit that why did you sleep with that? Why did you get that type of woman? Why did you choose that type of woman? Because you want that type of woman.
Because he a Jezebel.
You want that type of woman. That's what it is. You cannot run game on real men who understand this. Y'all be wanting the bad woman that you talking about because she looks like something. You just can't have her.
Yeah, they don't just love the Jezebel. No. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
Men are the Jezebels. Wasn't Samson a hoe?
Oh, most definitely, brother. And it's coming from a Bible belief. You know, y'all know probably not religious, but I am.
I so used to be. Hey, yeah. I know the Bible. Wasn't Samson a hoe?
Oh, Samson was getting it in, baby.
Samson was a hoe. So you I mean, it's like you men is the Jezebels. We the ones who we sleep with more. Our whole thing is how many people we can sleep with and all of that stuff. I ain't never even 304s don't even get down like that. They don't even get down like that. They don't even be wilding like that. They be like, they just sleep with who they sleep with. Men just throw the jacket on women and call them 304s, but you would never call your homie a 304 with 10 times more bodies.
And they should be called out. Bro, I wasn't even alive in this time. But men of your age, y'all used to keep black books of all the women because there was no cell phone. So y'all kept this number for the pager and all that.
It was a little book. It was about that. It looked like a mini Bible. It was like that. You can write name, you write your numbers in there or whatever. You seen Tommy on Martin talk about GTD? Nigga, hey, that was real shit. Nigga, that GTD, right in there. GTD. Yeah. Like, what that mean? What does it speak up, Tommy? We can't hear you. That's what type of time the men's was on. So I don't want to hear nothing about no women. I don't even see. For me, man, I don't waste time talking about things that ain't gonna lead to an actual solution. Right? All these men jump on these panels and be talking about I'm solutions based, and then they want to talk about they not. And how I know is because they want to talk about women. And I go, okay. So let me ask you a question, which I've done this before. If women fix everything about themselves, what do you think the world looks like? I'm asking you that, Shannon. Like, just give me, just for an example, for a thought exercise. If women fix everything about themselves, if women were to become perfect beings tomorrow, how would that change the world?
I don't think it would change the world. I don't think it's up to one gender or sex or how we breaking it down to do it. But I think if women were just to become these women that's not sleeping around, not doing all this, I see more rapes. I see more women getting taken advantage of. I see more abuse.
So you don't see the world getting better?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
If just women if women just became perfect, you don't see the world getting better. Okay, cool.
No.
All right.
No.
If women didn't change at all, but 25% of men became more like Alexander, what would the world look like?
I think there will be less crime, less misogyny, and more of an unpacking of patriarchy. The world would be better, to answer your question for short.
The world would be better.
Okay. It would be 25% more better.
Okay. At least. I think it would be more. I think we could change the world with 25%. If 25% of men wasn't on that bullshit. And that is the solution. Then that's the solution, right? The solution can't be. That's why that's why for the men that don't understand or want to fight and push back against it, that's the only reason why I don't talk about women. Like, I could talk about shit that annoyed me about my wife last week or something that like, I don't be talking about stupid shit like that, because that's for a different podcast. You know
but I don't
saying?
even understand how a group of people who or a gender, I don't understand how men call themselves leaders, but then you want to say that the solution is for the ones who are not leaders to do this.
Change.
No, that don't make sense to me. Because I don't mind them saying that. Like, if you want to uphold it, let's uphold it all the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm all for the smoke. You want to call yourself a leader? Okay, where are we going? How can we change these men's hearts? You know what I'm saying? These men's hearts to stop being can I say that word? People who unalive people. Stop throwing women into drywall. Stop finding, because like
stop abandoning women.
Yeah, we got financial abuse, spiritual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. It's a whole bunch of abuse that come through. Yeah, neglect, all of it. Like, and that mostly comes through the hands of it's simple logic, it's simple math. And I'm not even a mathematician. More death and harm has came through the hands of men. More destruction in the household has came through the hands of men. Why am I gonna talk to women? It don't make logical, because they want to say they're logical, but I believe the women have been operating more of a logical basis. Yeah, that's my personal belief, but they want to call it logical. So wouldn't a logical thing be, hey, I'm going to talk to men about what we can do to be better men? Yeah, that makes more sense.
That's the solution. The solution is for men to get better. The solution isn't for women to do anything. And I give them ample opportunities to change my mind on that. Hey y'all, I'm like looking for the holy grail at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pull, at this point, holding women men trying to hold women accountable is
abuse.
No, it is. It looks like it, but it's like trying to pull Excalibur out the stone. It's trying to pull the sword out of the stone, right? At this point, it's like trying to pick up Thor's hammer. I'm like, hey man, I want y'all to do, like, I'm giving you the opportunity to change my mind. Y'all tell me you want me to talk more about women and what women do. Educate me so that I can do so. Because I don't know. I haven't seen it. Oh, you think women are perfect? I'm not saying, I mean, individually, no. Collectively, yeah. Individually, no. Women, they have their shortcomings. They don't know how to communicate something. There's women who don't know how to communicate. There's women who are abusive. There are women who neglect their kids. Yeah. We know all of that stuff individually. Collectively, though, what do you want me to say about women as a collective? I'll be waiting. What's the answer? Oh, they're bad choices in men. Well, that is more the men, not the women, right? Okay, try again. So I just want you to hold women accountable. For what? Their choices. In what? Men they choose. Oh my God, here we go. Like it's the same. I'm like, bro, y'all, y'all keep saying the same stupid shit. Stop choosing men based on attraction. Stop like as all I be wanting them to do is to educate me. If it's true, I'm just like, can you do a little bit of the labor for me and just point me in the right direction?
You got one in the comments right now.
Who?
You'll figure it out because he's been in my lives too.
Oh, all you got to do is point me in the right direction so I can know.
Man, listen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know why I just get, all I got to do is look at these crime statistics and see what side is causing more harm, and it's gonna point back to the men every time. And until that change, I don't have nothing to criticize women on. Much.
Hey, Shem.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard the story of Alicia Watts? She is a black woman from North Carolina. She passed away last year. Her boyfriend at the time, you know, he did he legitimately he abused her and then decided to go ahead and hide the body in the woods. And they didn't find her until August 24th. By then her body was already decaying. And her boyfriend is in jail. I'm hoping they give him the death penalty.
You know what? I hope I don't get much backlash from saying this, and I'm ready for the smoke that come with it. Men are 90%. When women are in proximity to men, they are probably 90%. They probably have 90% chance of losing their life. And I don't care. I really ain't even trying to argue with people about it. We just had a story yesterday of a girl, a woman from Uganda. Her boyfriend set her on fire. Her ex-boyfriend, fam, ex-boyfriend set her on fire. Like, why we don't? If you really want to be honest, I don't even want to hear nothing about no relationships, because women, it's not the man that's outside that's getting them. It's the one that she in proximity with. That's her friend. That's her family
daddy
member. That's her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Her husband. And we want to sit here and talk about it.
Oh, I know you a fucking lie. They said he was married. Oh my God.
Who?
Wow. That the motherfucker that burned her.
Oh, the set on fire. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read that in the first few articles. That must be an update. I didn't read that in the first.
Wow. He was married?
And he said it.
Wow. He was married. Wow. Wow. Married? Not to her. He was married to another woman.
Another woman, and still burnt and still set on fire.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, these niggas is.
What you mean it's in cultural context? I don't care if it's in cultural context or not, bro. Culture needs to be changed. What is that?
What about the French woman and the French man that she got raped by 72 men 92 times? Have you heard about that?
Was that the woman that got her lips cut off and everything? Oh, okay, the new story.
Her husband drugged her, but for years, for a decade, bro. It's crazy. I got it on my page, but yeah, it got over a decade. You know, this woman, she finally got checked for STD. She got 4 STDs. Who knows how long she been living with him, because it's been happening for 10 years. She probably didn't even know that she had him. She got 4 STDs on top of all of that, on top of all the, whatever that man did to her. The trauma and everything else, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they want us to, like, bro, they don't bring this side in, fam. they never bring these type of stories in. They go find I'm gonna just call her a delusional woman for the sake of argument.
You know what they talking about right now, Shannon? That you seen that lady twerking on that baby? Not
I haven't seen that one.
It's a video. It's a video. I seen it today. All the men's they was going crazy on that one video with the lady. She was twerking on a little boy. She twerking on a little boy. And they mad. They up in arms about it. And I'm like, that's disgusting and that's wrong. And here's the thing though. When women do stuff like that, the people who admonish that woman the most are women. The women, the people who like really go hard out on it be other women. Men, you found it?
Yeah, I just found it.
She in a white, like some white shorts and a white top, and a little boy just standing there.
Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is another one.
Oh, okay.
but I got this. Okay.
Yeah, and they I'll send it to you. And they twerking on but because the reason why I always call cap on the niggas that be trying to like be like, why y'all not saying nothing about this? Before y'all, a lot of people don't remember before the internet was invented, right? This is how men used to move. Fuck it, we ain't got it. We can talk about Boosie. When Boosie said he was gonna pay to have a prostitute take his son's virginity.
Yeah, I remember that.
And y'all love Boosie. I remember in the hood growing up, if a woman did that to a little boy, look, women used to come around all the time and say, "Ooh, he's so cute. He gonna break hearts when he get old." All that little flirty shit. Come over here, be my boyfriend. Didn't no man say nothing. Didn't no man. I got that. I heard that shit when I was young about me. I didn't hear one man say, "Hey, chill out, Miss B. Don't be talking like that to that little boy." I never heard a man say that. When my homies was running around hunching on grown women, hunching on a homie mama, you know what the grown man was doing? High-fiving them. She bad, nigga. She bad. Damn, nigga, you knocked down Nia. You knocked Nia down? Damn, nigga, she bad, nigga. That's all they were saying. So now since the internet is invented, now y'all want to act like y'all the voice of reason.
Now they mad.
now y'all fake mad. Stop, bro. Stop. We already know. Now y'all out here talking about the female teachers is just as bad as the male teacher. The female teachers just as bad as the male teachers, and want to have post after post after post of female teachers, violating little boys or whatever the case may be, which is terrible. But once again, y'all the same niggas that when that happened, if that happened to your son, you not tripping. Most of y'all wasn't tripping. I don't know about now. Maybe 2024 done woke us up a little bit because maybe the men our age, we a little bit different than maybe. But I'm an old ass millennial. You know what I'm saying? I remember boys trying to knock down grown women, and we would be talking about it to grown men, and the grown men never told us that's nasty. Them is grown men. Them is grown women. You need to stop that. Don't do that. None of them grown men. You never seen a woman in none of these videos get pulled out of their home and beat up for hunching on a little boy in the neighborhood. Not by no men.
I know they fake mad. I know they fake mad just because when I talk to the men on TikTok and I be like, bro, you're 35 and you're messing with even if it's legal, a 20-year-old. I can't say that that's weird. Or you're 27 getting with an 18-year-old. I shouldn't look at that suspect. Like, nah, bro, that's legal. Oh, okay. So because
you say legal, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't even have a conversation with a nigga talking about shit is legal. It's legal. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm on the phone. My next call is the cops. Sir, cops, go through this man's search history. He's hiding something, I'm sure.
But now they mad about They mad about these young dudes with these. I ain't trying to hear out. And you know, it's been more stories coming out with these women that's getting involved with these kids. I'll be seeing them, but then I'm like, they'll try to cover them. I'm like, okay, yeah, we should. Yeah, that's okay. You want to talk about it? Cool. But y'all wasn't talking about the men who was getting with the young girls at the high school. Like, but now since you're seeing more women teach, or what seems like it's more. So I'm pretty sure the number ain't even jumped. You know what I'm
just
saying?
see it more.
You just see it more.
That's what I'm saying.
But it ain't more. Like it's happening more. You know, y'all ain't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, now you just seeing more stories come out, but come on now.
You know why? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, Shannon. They're trying to paint that narrative. If I clocked it like 2 years ago. You ever get on a like baller alert and like, you know, like those types of sites?
Yeah.
It was one of those sites. It wasn't the big one. It wasn't the one. It wasn't the main one everybody be talking about. The T one. I don't remember. Whatever. It ain't the main one, right? But it's a big one. It got, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers and shit.
You talking about like a social media, like TMZ and all that? Like
no, it's an Instagram, like an Instagram one. Like a page on Instagram.
The neighborhood talk,
one of those
spiritual word.
Not spiritual, maybe something, but it ain't that one though.
It's one spiritual world, the neighborhood talk, and God, it's spiritual world, and that other one run hand, the shade room.
The shade room, it's like it's in that same vein. It's whatever. It's one of those big one, no bigger one, right? So I'm in there, and my homie would send me, posts that they would make.
Yeah.
And I just started to clock it, and he sent me one and was like, "Oh, a female teacher." And I was like, "Yeah, this is terrible." I'm just thinking he's sending it to me because it's like a, like it's like a crazy story. I'm like, "Yeah, man, this shit crazy." Didn't think about it. Months later, another one. So I'm like, "Yeah, this crazy, fam."
Then he sent you another one.
Then they can send me another one. I'm on like the third one. I said, "Wait, man." I said, "Man, let me go check out the page." I looked at the page. All they had for every one, because they would do it for men too, but it was double 3 times, 2-3 times more.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting there going, but it's like 10 to 1 men to women, but on this page, y'all got it looking like it's closer. Even the women do it a little bit more, and that's intentional. That's intentional. Because I'm like,
you gotta find them stories for real. You gotta find
y'all going out of y'all way to tell them stories. So I was like, that's weird. Like y'all, there's a lady on here. There's a lady on TikTok. And I think like every week she does it. She calls out like priests and what's it called? Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Every week, Shannon, she got a list. She read off 13 names, 20 names, some men who've been charged with this shit every week. So I'm sitting there going, if she just doing this weekly, like y'all can't, like y'all really gotta stop playing, man. And they really, the shit is insidious. And if you're not paying attention, you will just let shit like that ride. You know what I'm saying? You won't even think about it. You will just, like I said, like I wouldn't even try. I don't really be on the pages like that. I don't even be on Instagram, but like, the nigga sent it to me and I'm looking up, was like, man, wait a minute, this shit crazy. But how many men actually stop and be like, wait, why? Like I'm the nigga that when they be playing them Charleston White videos and they be putting like that, like deep music behind it, acting like he's saying shit. I'm like, bro, remove the music and just play Charleston White and let me see what it sounds like. Cause
man, I don't even want to hear nothing from
that nigga say the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro.
I was done. I'm done.
Charleston White say the dumbest shit I ever heard. They'll throw some piano. You listening to it, you just sitting there like it's a goddamn movie because of the soundtrack. You all locked in. And then come to find out it's the music the whole time. They playing on your, like they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what they doing. And a lot of people don't be following that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I be on all that. I be anything that make me think a certain way. I can feel it. I'm like, this don't feel right. Like, why is that? Okay, let me re-examine. Oh, it's the music. Okay, cool. Let me look at your page. Damn. 5, 7 women in here. Where are the men at? Wait. Y'all ain't putting no men. Oh, wow, that's crazy. But most people ain't doing that, bro. And that's what I'm saying. And if you listen to what these niggas be telling you, every single time they push back, well, at least with me, shit, I don't know about with you, but with me, it be you see it every day on YouTube. You see it every day on TikTok. I'm like, so do you guys have any examples outside of YouTube and TikTok?
Like, for real.
You got anything like some numbers, something? No? Okay, fuck it. Or
Man,
what they see.
We pretty much deal with almost probably the same thing. I mean, you should see the clips I even cut up from one live. One dude literally told me that his mama passed while he was a child and his dad abandoned him, but he was mad at his mama and women that didn't take. And I'm like, you're not mad at your dad beat that, you know what I'm saying? He the one who left you behind, bro. Your mama died. Like you can't blame the women because your mama passed away, bro. My mama died at 6 when I was 16 because of diabetes, which is why I don't be trying to eat certain things. I ain't trying to F myself, F myself up. You know what I'm saying? But my dad was still there for me. Matter of fact, my stepdad was still there for me. You know what I'm saying? I had two fathers, and I'm grateful. And so I didn't go without a father. So they be like, a stepdad don't count. No, I defend the stepdads because who knows where I would have. Well, my dad was still part of my life. I can't really spend it like that. But who knows where I would have been? Like my stepdad was with me since 5 years old. I never didn't have a father. So, matter of fact, it just made me mad because when he said that, I was like, how you got more smoke for your mama who passed away, but you ain't talking about your dad?
He was mad at his mama for passing.
His mama. He was mad at women. If women didn't step up to help him. And I know that's not true. So you saying the grandma wasn't? How you still here? How you not homeless? Who took you in? Was it foster care? Because he didn't go into all that. Like you just have all these dudes who try to spin, spin it to be like the woman this, the woman that. But yeah, back to your point. Like they got to purposely go find these stories. And then when there's no story that comes out, let's say a day is just dry. What they gonna have is Black women, blah, 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 or women need to stop support women in feminism. It's always gonna come back to feminism.
Yeah. They don't even know what the fuck feminism.
They don't even know what to talk about no more. It's got feminism. And what's wrong with that?
I mean, I don't got no fucking mess.
Maybe I'm uneducated. Maybe I'm uneducated when it comes to feminism. I didn't know women having equal rights was trash, but whatever
to
they
them.
Say.
And that's and Anton Daniels also he is a perfect example of the misogyny to right-wing pipeline. He's a perfect example. If you guys go, all the misogynistic Black men are also right-wingers. Anton Daniels is openly like a Trumper and like talking shit about Kamala Harris and shit like that, right? Yeah. That's if that like Black men, because you can't really see it when it's white men. It's harder to see it because a lot of white men just be right wing or on GP, so you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I clock it when it's like young white men. I'm like, why are you 19 years old already talking about fucking tax codes and shit? Like, you ain't making no money. You made $15,000 last year. Shut the fuck up. But you know, white man, you can see a white man being right wing, right? Like at any age. Anton fat ass, why is your ass a right winger? How did that happen? Right? It's the church to misogyny to right wing pipeline. That's how that shit start. It's the church, misogyny, right wing. That's how the shit go. In that order for a lot of these Black dudes. A lot of these Black dudes, they cling on to that religion, right? And if it ain't the church, it's the mosque. It's the Quran. If it ain't the Bible, it's the Quran. Right? They all the time. That's how the shit be. You talk to them, they religious, okay, and that because that gives them the justification for the hatred, and then the politics all have to align. So I check every single time. I check every man. I'm looking out for your politics. No matter I don't care what space you in. I'm looking for your politics. If you are if you are in these spaces, I'm checking your political your political card. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. Oh, I don't get into politics. I don't, right or left, up or down. I don't care. Democrat, Republican. When you start doing that, nah, I'm out. I know. I already know. I'm like, yeah. They faking the phone. Because I done been in some spaces. I done had some dudes in my spaces, and I start talking to them, and they be openly Trumpers. And I'm like, nah, you faking. You faking, family. It hasn't been done on both right and left. That's not, you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I was gonna review this video. I just don't, based on certain titles of videos, because I always bring the smoke back to us. That's why they don't like me. You know what I'm talking about. But he said like his title from 2 days ago talking about it say most black women are broken, can't be saved. Anton says leave this culture behind, and then he got to talking about Kamala Harris. So you're saying most black women are broken and can't be saved. Okay, so let's flip that back to the men. Yeah, who broke? I saw that video that went viral that you said too. Like who broke? So let's bring that back to the men. How many black men are broken and can't be saved? And I don't even like saying that, because every man is capable of change.
Yeah, everybody's capable of change.
Everybody's capable of change, and people can save themselves. How many black women stood by and saved their households? Never mind. I ain't trying to go down that rabbit hole. But you know what I'm saying? It's just certain titles in the wording. I already know we finna go we finna go to some stupid places when you get to spinning it like that, because then you're saying the average black woman is built like a tank. Bro, you have speed bumps on the back of your neck. Like, what are we talking about? You built like Mr. Potato Head, and you're not aesthetically. No woman ever looked at you and said, "I'm wet."
Ever.
It doesn't work like
not even his wife. Not even his wife.
I'm not even trying to be mean, but then want to come out and try to talk about saying I don't have what the average woman is aesthetically looking for. One, I don't care about no other woman, but two, me, I would even say public, and a lot men standing next to that type of man on your best day. I can walk in with a muscle shirt and sweatpants and slides. I guaranteed I'm leaving with more women than more numbers you got at the event. So let's stop. If we really wanted to go down that dumb rabbit hole, but like, bro, you know that you ain't what a woman looking for. So why are you even getting online? And it always look. You remember I joked around with you on your TikTok saying they always look the same. They always look the same. Look at Angry Man. Look at Anton Daniels, and then tell me these are stellar men. That was really that women were really just flocking. Like you're part of the 20% of men that apparently 80% of.
Well, Anton met his wife on a bus stop. He picked up his wife off a bus stop 20 years ago. So you see, and God bless that lady, because she might be a beautiful, beautiful soul. But he picked that lady up off a bus stop. He prayed on her. He
married to his high school. He married to his high school sweetheart public.
Yeah,
he married to his high school sweetheart.
And he cheating on her.
Oh, I ain't gonna go. I don't know, bro.
Oh, he cheating on that woman.
I ain't gonna say that.
I be listening to what he be saying.
Man,
it be a lot of Freudian slips when you listen to that man. He be saying we a lot. Oh, we don't want that. Oh, we don't want her. I'm like, who is we? Anton,
that boy said, you can watch the video with me and him on it. Like I went in there humble, like an humble young man trying to have a decent conversation. And I realized I can't do that no more. I can't try to build the bridge. And I want to build, the bridge I've been talking about. Like I'm trying to have the conversation with you, bro. I'm trying to say why you would say black women have done more harm to black men than any white man, and then see a whole bunch of black men marching with their suits to be like, yeah, we agree. How can that even come out your mouth? But then you want to talk about family. I don't want black women making more families with y'all.
Nah, definitely not with the
likes of Anton. And then the men who follow y'all are a danger to women. I don't want no black woman being married to a man who's following you or a man like you. And that's what make me mad. So I tried to be humble, tried to be respectful. That man said that to my face, but I was in shock.
I didn't know you. I didn't even know you. I didn't know you talked to him. I want to see that.
Bro, I came in humble. I was in my car. My wife, I was dropping off at the I forgot what I was dropping off. And she had something to do, but I was in the parking lot waiting on her to come out. And I'm, you know, he dropped a video about me because I said black men failed the community. Well, who else failed it? Did I lie? You can't claim to be the leaders of the community and then everything go to shite. You blaming a woman. So the leaders fail. I'm not, a general can't blame the soldiers. Like, you failed. You failed. You can blame certain things here and there, but you failed or we failed. So, hey, like,
I'm sorry. Wait, go. I'm sorry. Go finish.
No, I was just saying. So I dropped the video. So he found it. I wasn't even big. I'm still not big on YouTube, but I wasn't even like that on YouTube. I was mostly on TikTok. You remember? But he found that video and they broke it down and he tagged me, put me all in the thumbnail. O'Shea Duke Jackson got me in a thumbnail, and he came on my TikTok talking. But anyway, so I was talking to Anton.
O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea
Jackson Jr.
No. Hold on.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.
No. O'Shea Duke, like what? No, O'Shea Duke Jackson. It's that
O'Shea
black
Duke Jackson. Okay.
O'Shea, yeah, O'Shea Duke Jackson, the man with the podcast. He got over 401 subscribers on YouTube, but he always dropping stuff about the culture and black women and that and passport bros and I live in Africa and all that. So he put me on, like they put me in a thumbnail. Anton Daniel said something and then tried to take a shot at my looks. Like, I look better than you. Let's stop the cap. But so then he was going live and I got into his chat and I went through the StreamYard thing or whatever link he sent me, started talking to him. I was drinking my little Starbucks and trying to, so when he said the things that he was saying, I was like, black women have done more harm to black men than any white man. And they were in the comments agreeing.
Yeah, of course.
But then y'all want to talk about family and getting back to a standard in the community. If that is how black men can talk online, and then a lot of y'all black men are following that rhetoric, man, black women should stay single, bro. I don't even care to see no more families. I don't even care to see no more families, bro. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Now I was gonna try to get Alexander to send a link to this dude, Taku Tori, who'll be in the comments yapping. But I can't even do it because I gotta go, y'all. I think it was a good discussion. Personally, you know, I love chopping it up with Shannon when we do get a chance to do it. Alexander, I appreciate you having us, man. I really do, man. I thank everybody that came, thank everybody that showed up. Y'all can continue if you want to. I gotta go. I
do actually too. I gotta get back to my wife, start watching some movies and spending some quality time. You know, love seriously. Languages that Anton Daniel say he don't even believe in.
I don't believe in love languages either.
I do.
I don't. The doctor who made them up don't believe in them either. But everybody, all 5 love languages, they're all important.
All of them. But you ever talk to your wife and she be like, "This is how I receive love. Like I love this more." Because if you have that understanding with your wife, I understand. But like quality time is and acts of service is what my wife says to communicate to me that this is how she receives love in the most beneficial way. It ain't that the other ones are not important. This is just what really, So I try to balance out my time. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for everybody in the chat. I'm about to go wrap it up though, man. All right, Alex.
All right, Alex, man. This was good, man. Appreciate you.
It's good hanging out with y'all. I put the link in just in case any of their subscribers want to appear or talk a little bit. I think we went over everything. So there is one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is most black men, and why most black men wants to silence other black men and other women as well. If anyone who is subscribed to the public offender or controversial Shannon wants to come up real quick, you can if you want. The link is the let me put the link down. Let me put the link down real quick. Hang on. And I think here's the link. And you know, you know, oh, it was no problem, Samantha. Um, um, you know, yeah, like at the end of the day, um, yeah, that's we got through the misogyny. Um, we got through the conversation of misogyny, why men hate feminism, and pretty much why black men, why most black men wants to silence other black men and wants to silence women. But yeah, like I said, um, it's it's uh it's been great having the controversial Shannon and the public offender on, and it's it's also a pleasure of hosting the live with them, and you know, again, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat, and you know, so if there's anybody who wants to come up and talk and give their opinions on the three topics tonight. Hey, hang on, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pin the link. That way, But yeah, I want to say, like, I'm that if you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it was a pleasure to talk to everyone tonight. Um, and you know, I wanted to wait until, you know, after the live, you know, to bring people up. Oh shoot. Hey, 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 Kim, how you doing? What? Ah, shoot. Hang on. Let me send another link so people can hop on. I'm gonna go ahead and let me. I again, here's the link, and there it is. Okay, the link is pinned. If anyone wants to come up and have a and have a have a talk for, you know, the next um I can, like I said, I can talk to the people who, you know, are subscribed to you know, who are subscribed to controversial Shannon and and the public offender. Eh, yep, Tanky put us on hold. But yeah, um, I'm thinking about um possibly doing another collab or something. But yeah, hmm. But yeah, um, it's been a good live stream, and I want to thank y'all for coming. Um, there were some good points that were talked about tonight. Uh, what why is seeking knowledge? Um, if you want, you can click on the link that is pinned in the chat, and you know, oh, it's been my pleasure, Indiana Mom. Um, if you want to come up and talk about and talk about the things that were in the life, you can if you want. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Next time when I do, well, the next time I go live, it will be. Let me see. 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 Check the calendar. Um, I will be going live on the 21st of this year, and on the 21st, I guess we can have ladies' night where the women can come up and where the women can come up and talk. But yeah, well, it seems no one is coming up. Um, but yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming, and I'm thinking I'm thinking tomorrow, if if I can, I will be doing a movie night. Hopefully, hopefully, um, it would let me do it this time. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming. Make sure to like, comment, share, and share this video to everyone who who is ready to hear the message. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna try to bring some more guests up here. Um, I'm thinking I'm thinking in October. Um, we can try and bring black women who are in interracial relationships, and have and and talk with them and everything. But yeah, the and Taka then left us hanging. But yeah, I want to say thank y'all for coming, and I will see y'all next time. Um, which will be tomorrow for the movie night, and and yeah, you know, but again, I want to thank y'all for coming, and I will see y'all again tomorrow for the movie night. That's but yeah, um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and find a song. That way we can end it here on a good note. Let's see. Let's see. it will have to be. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Hey, hello,
Hello, Alexander. I
hello.
yeah, I was just in the stream listening to you guys.
Oh, okay. What do you think about tonight's conversation?
Well, I only caught the back end of your stream, so I didn't get the whole thing, but I think the same way that the manosphere coddles men, I think the public offender and Shannon are doing that for women. So they're coddling women and trying to put the entire onus on men and not themselves. The manosphere does the same thing, but for men.
Hmm. To me, I think that the public offender and controversial Shannon are not, you know, that they're not coddling women at all. Uh, to me, I to me, I believe they're they're telling what nobody, you know, they're telling what the men do not want to hear. But yeah, I gotta go. Um, so it was nice talking to you. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go eat and everything.
All right, you have a nice day.
All right, you can. I'm sorry about. I'm sorry, everyone. Um, but yeah, but yeah. If y'all want me to start the song over so we can get the vibes back up, we can. We can if you want to. I here we. I started the song back over. I'm hoping we can get the vibes started again. Um, before I go and head out. But yeah. Here we go again. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the Public Offender and Controversial Shadow for coming to the live stream. And yes, like I said, I will be doing the movie night on YouTube again tomorrow night. And yeah, everyone enjoy the movie. Good night, everyone, and hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow for movie night. And I wish you all a good night. And and hopefully we'll be doing stuff like this soon. We'll be doing more stuff like this real soon. I know Victoria's one. The vibes were too nostalgic tonight. But yeah, but yeah, September 21st, we will be we will be having a ladies' night, and tomorrow we will be doing the movie night. But yeah. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming. And I hope you all have a fantastic night. And yeah, everyone have a blessed everyone have a blessed night. And again, I want to say thank you to the public offender and the controversial Shannon for coming up. And and we got through everything, in one night tonight. So yeah. Again, like, comment, and share this video with anyone who wants to listen to the live stream. And to everyone, have a blessed night.